Alright guys, so yesterday we're talking about the difference between the three accounts I'm running right now. So today what I'm gonna be covering is a little bit about making fusions, okay? Because there's a big difference when you're a high-end account, when you're a free-to-play account, when you're not free-to-play, and everything else. So we're gonna touch that today, and yeah, let's see where we're gonna go with that. What's up guys, this is your boy Rusian with another Raid Shadow Legends video. One of the things I promise, I'm gonna get my lights going. I've been on and off, kind of like sleeping lately, very tired, still recovering from the 50-mile rock. So one of the biggest things that usually people gonna have issues when they're free-to-play accounts or like new players, mid-level accounts, even if you're not free to play, everything gonna depend, if you're not free to play, on how much you're willing to spend on the game. And it's basically having to do with fusions, right? So right now we are on Champion Chase. Okay, so Champion Chase is probably one of the easiest if you compare to any of the other shard opening events, because you have a chance to actually make a lot more points by pulling ancient shards, right? So, and when I say more points, I mean cost-wise. So, as of right now, I don't have enough, right, to make that change, to be able to make the Champion Chase. But I do. If you're looking for a sign to get a fresh start in raids and become a part of my squad, this is it. Click my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 3 more epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email, launch raids and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. This is your chance to get Karato for free as well as Anax, Uugo and Mausoleum Mage as you progress your account in raid. So click on my link right now and claim them. So the reason is, right now as you guys see, my account is level 100. I can one key Ultra Nightmare, I can one key everything else. I can go up to Doom Tower, no problem. Hard mode, normal mode, everything. What allows me to get shards and other resources to be able to complete those things. So this account's not free to play, but it will apply to other accounts as well. Free-to-play accounts as well. The difference, the major difference is how much time you actually gonna be spending on the game. Okay, so I have been kind of focusing a little bit on this account. As you guys know, my last weeks have been really busy with TV interviews and everything. So as of right now, I wouldn't have enough shards to just open, okay, and be able to complete. But if you guys look at fragments, I've been saving a lot of champions, okay? So I haven't opened some champions that could really help the account in some areas of the game, but the reason why I didn't open is because I had to wait for a champion chase. Now, what are we gonna do really quick is we're gonna open the shards we have. Like, a lot of times in this case, I will save my shards. So when we have a 2x event or we have any other type of shard opening event, but I want to be able to save some of those champions, okay, and maybe get lucky and pull something else. So let's open those shards really quick. I only have 11. Really doubt, I believe I just pulled within the last 50 shards, 60 shards or so I'm very far from Mercy, so I don't expect to pull anything legendary, right? All right, so blues, not many points come from that, not even an epic champion, more than expected. Sacred shards, I really haven't pulled anything legendary for a while, so we have 2 shards, that's it. Let's open those, and here's an epic, and another epic. So as you guys can see, not many points getting from here. Let's see how far we actually got. So Champion Chase, not even close. Look at this, I only got 660 points. So I'm really far from the 3,000 I need, right? Now, I would love to be able to get all the way up so I could get those 10 extra shards, or at least the 5. Because as you guys know, I lost a few days, so there's some of those that I don't have. So alright, so that's fine. So let's see, we need a total of 2,340 points. So let's come in here, fragment summon. Let's get Anax. Alright, 500 points. Rust, Now I need 1340. It's still a lot of points. Let's get the new champion. Now this one gonna give me a couple of extra points, right? So 500. So 1340, 840 points. I'm pulling everything. 340 points left. I don't actually need to pull Z. I could hold her. I'll just pull for pulling sake, and I could wait and actually pull Gumlock that I should be able to have him in time enough to be able to complete this. Now, what I'm gonna do is I actually gonna pull Z, because as of now, let's see how many points we need. Got all the points I needed. I think I'm scouted. That's okay. Precisely 3006 points, so really good for that. Got everything I need. I do not believe I can get to fight for this, because as you guys see, you also have a lot of people. It's still early in the morning. This thing just started and people are like trucking. Now, I may have to decide later on when it starts getting close to the end of this tournament and see if that's worth for me to pull anything else. Also, if I actually get more shards or if I decide to spend, okay? Now, on top of that, you know, you guys have to remember, if push comes to shove, I could always pull those 1600 mystery shards. So those are things I really have to think. It all depends how the tournament goes. It makes no sense for me to pull right now, mostly because it's still too early and it could change really, really far. So as of right now, not too bad, but that's the thing. That's what happens. When you have a free-to-play account, usually something like this is not possible until you get to later in the game, but with one argument. So what I mean by this argument is, as you guys know, on the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge, a lot of the content creators were actually able to do the fusion, even very low level. The problem with that is the amount of time and preparation that it would take, okay? So in this account, for example, as you guys see, didn't really take that much time, as long as when you have your fragments for a summon saved up, you don't have an issue. So for example, this champion here for this fragment summon, Ishiyama, I am not going to actually pull him until probably the next fusion. Okay, that's usually how I do in all fusions. I usually save up as much as I can. So for the next fusion, I already have some free points, be 500 points, 650 points, whatever it is. Same thing gonna be with Gumlock. So right here, I would already have 1000 points without having to pull any shards. Now, like I said, this happened as well with free-to-play accounts. Usually it will take a lot more work. When I talk about more work is, if you ask any content creator that done the fusions for the Hell Hades free-to-play, be it this year, be last year, they probably had zero sleep to be able to get it, okay? The moment, and the problem is, the moment you are able, and sometimes you may be lucky and you pull the right champions, okay? But the moment you're able to even 2-key Ultra Nightmare, or even 3-key, okay? You should probably be able to 1-key Nightmare, and those two are the ones that really have better chance to give you shards. So as long as saved enough, you may be able, probably gonna be able to make your first fusion without too much stress. And then after that, guys, you also should be able to be doing Doom Tower, where if you guys start coming here, you see you start getting Void Shards for free, Void Shard, Sacred Shard, Void Shard, and Sacred Shard. And as long as you guys save those, and it's hard sometimes when you have a 2x event, you may want to pull, and most because you don't know if the next fusion is a decent enough champion to be spending your resources. So you start being able to get all those nice resources and everything that comes with it, okay? So yes, free-to-play accounts, a lot of times gonna depend if you're lucky pulling certain champions or if you're not lucky. But rule of thumb, when you're mid to late game, you may start to be able to actually do this. Okay, I always say the moment you start getting Ultra Nightmare done, you should be fine to do fusions. Until then, unless you spend money or a lot of time in the game, it's probably not gonna be a thing. So I just want to share with you guys some of the difference. You know, it's very easy when people show how, oh, that's the easiest fusion ever to do. Take with a grain of salt, okay? Because it may be easy for people. If you have funds, if you want to spend the account, or if your accounts are really high level where you have all the champions you need to complete certain areas, you're gonna do fine. Until then, Don't stress too much. Yes, it's very hard to miss some fusions like Armand's fusion, right? But in the end of the day, you're gonna be fine because the game evolves every single day, and champions, they're like the best champions you have today may not be the same best champions you have tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, just want to share with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have any way that you do your fusions that may be the easiest ways? Let me know in the comments. Guys, thank you very much for being here, and as always, I'll see you in the game.